Some people are confused about the motivations for Israel's war on Hamas. Some even oppose it. Let me try to explain why we're doing what we're doing from a personal perspective. I have 3 friends. One of them is dead. One will survive, and the third will commit suicide. My first friend is lucky to be dead because Hamas terrorists murdered his wife and all of his children in his house. The entire family was buried together. My second friend spent the Sabbath and Simchat Torah holiday in a fallout shelter for 31 hours with his 2 young children, trying desperately all that time to convince them that their mother, who was lying next to them throughout, was not getting up because she was very tired and not because she had a bullet in her forehead. If those kids had known she was dead, they might have raised a hue and cry, and the murdering Palestinian beasts who were constantly passing by outside and yelling and whooping in Arabic would have found them out and slaughtered them all, as they did to so many other Jewish families. We buried his wife at the end of that week. My third friend had an only daughter, whom he loved more than life, the sweetest, kindest girl you would ever want to meet, who loved and cared about all that lived and breathed. She was at that dance party in the South. She ran like her hundreds of fellow dancers, but like so many of them, she was caught. The Palestinian men who caught her raped her repeatedly and brutally. She was found with her skirt hiked up and her private parts ripped to shreds. And since that was not enough for these Palestinian monsters, they then proceeded to light this girl on fire and burn her to death. I held my friend as he embraced her charred corpse and screamed and screamed and screamed without cease. His pain is unbearable. He cannot stop thinking about how his sweet, beautiful, beloved daughter's life was ended by means of the most horrible torture known to humankind, and about how she called out his name as she burned, begging him to come save her. He will unquestionably kill himself. And my question to you, all of you enlightened students at the Western universities, all you smooth-talking intellectuals and sophisticated professors at my alma mater, Columbia, you have nothing to say about all of this. You rally and demonstrate and chant and protest in support of this, in support of these inhuman monsters. Have your minds and hearts really been that tightly sealed off by your unthinking, unfeeling, cult-like ideology? Do you really want to have a share in evil of this magnitude? And do you really think that your support for such murderous monsters, for those who are gearing up to carry out a second Holocaust, do you really think that there will be no hell to pay for your enabling and facilitating of such horrors? Let me answer that one. There will be. If you continue to support Hamas, one of 2 things will happen. Either we, the decent people of this world, will make sure you pay the price for your malicious hatred masquerading as morality, or Hamas and its counterparts worldwide, whom you support, will catch up with you. And then you will really pay. Then you will reap the unspeakable evil that you have sown. To the university students, I say, you're still young. Your minds and hearts are still open. It's not too late for you to make a change. Flexibility, change, and open-mindedness are what being young is all about. It's not too late for you to come over to the side of good and right and morality and decency. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel is a civilized country, surrounded on all sides by vicious, murdering barbarians. Even against these horrific odds, and even while we fight off those who threaten and act repeatedly to annihilate us, we strive with all our might to maintain our humanity. So do the right thing, my friends. Stand with Israel.